Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote. Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-790-4294. 800-790-4294. 800-790-4294.
Oh, yeah. Rolling into the last 30 minutes of the show. I hope you're having a glorious day. I hope today is starting out right okay for you.
Hey, did I ever tell you that I grew up with Red Omen? Boy, was he a neat kid.
He was a neat kid. That's Ed Roman off of his Red Omen album. I'd like to have a plutonium spaceship lunchbox. I had Legos when I was a kid. Talk about being a kid. J.K. Rowling's, known for Harry Potter series. Yeah, she's getting back into writing, apparently. Here's something about Miss Rowling you didn't know. Her book, Harry Potter, was rejected 12 times before it was actually published. 12 times. Talk about persistence. Talk about someone. There's about 12 publishers right now who are just beating themselves up. Well, apparently she's getting back into writing. Yes, Twitter. Yep, she's using Twitter as her new writing thing. This is incredible. I can see, all right, Ms. Rawlings, when President Trump tells you you're tweeting too much, you might want to take heed. But yeah, so on Monday she took to Twitter to dole out some encouraging advice to a struggling writer. It started out with someone tweeting about not necessarily writing to an audience. Yeah, so apparently someone tweeted. Yeah, I guess this is the thing. If J.K. Rowling is following you, you might not want to ask about writing. Well, maybe you should. I don't know. But get ready for the response. Now, mind you, this is Twitter that she responded on. There were so many times in the early 90s when I needed someone to say this to me. It's just advice for many reasons. Even if it isn't a piece of work that finds an audience, it will teach you things you could have learned no other way. And by the way, just because it didn't find an audience, that doesn't mean it's bad work. The discipline involved in finishing a piece of creative work is something on which you can truly pride yourself. You'll have turned yourself into somebody who's thinking of, who's trying, to someone who did. And once you've done it, you'll know you can do it again. This is an extraordinary, empowering piece of knowledge. So do not ever quit out of fear of rejection. Maybe your third, fourth, fifth song, novel, painting will be the one that makes it. That wins the pundits. But you'll never have gotten there without finishing the others, all of which will now be more interesting to your audience. That was on Twitter. I mean, great words of advice, but I can't imagine that on Twitter. Doing that on Twitter. But that was it. Yes, and Disney has announced that in 2019, J.K. Rowling's Tweets theme park will be opened. Oh. But no, good advice. Good advice. But Twitter, I mean, isn't that what blogs are for? I don't know. But that was good. You want to talk about honesty and integrity? Here's a sport. Well, I don't know, obviously, when I tell you the story, but here's a story. Golf. Golf is one of those sports. If you ever, these golf the golfers, these pro golfers, actually turn themselves in. They do. If they make a mistake, or if they, most people, oh, whatever. Can you imagine in basketball? You would never, a basketball game would last 8-9 hours if the players actually called fouls on themselves. That's what they had to do, is get rid of refs. Foul, man. Or have no blood, no foul basketball. But golf. So this actually happened. Lexi Thompson was in a prime position to win the A&A Inspirational at Ranch Mirage, California on Sunday. But during the tournament, the LPGA official received an email from a viewer who noticed that Thompson did not properly replace her ball prior to putting out of the 17th hole during Saturday's play, placing the ball an inch or two away from her marker. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. What freaking sport allows the audience to call a foul or a penalty? Email here. Yeah, but no, it's golf. Golf. Officials checking the tape and found the viewer was correct. Thompson was given a 2-stroke penalty for incorrectly marking the ball and another 2-shot penalty for signing an incorrect scorecard. So, yeah, because obviously she they gave her a penalty, and because the penalty was given, it increased her strokes, but yet she signed her card not without the penalty, so they gave her a card. They gave her a penalty on top of that. You want to talk about, wow, punitive damages, right? But yeah, she was given a 2-stroke penalty for incorrectly marking the ball and another 2-shot penalty for signing the incorrect scorecard. She went from under 16 par to 12 under and relinquished the lead. Thompson battled back down from the stretch and forced a playoff with a birdie on number 18. However, she lost the playoff hole, and so Yun Rai, when Rai shot a birdie, who won the title. Wow. Incredible. You want to talk about perseverance. The story there is perseverance. When someone was dealt, the thing is know the rules, right? But the other thing is perseverance. She could have easily thrown her hands up. Oh, my back. Oh, that was a dig. I shouldn't have done that. Tiger, Tiger, I'm sorry, man. Sorry for taking that dig at you. But, she stayed in there. She stayed in the fight. Good for her. Lesson learned. Next time she'll learn how to block the cameras. She does that. Oh my gosh. Oh, for those Oreo cookie lovers out there. Yeah, this is interesting. Walmart. Now, see, I question this right off the bat. When Walmart gets into food, I get nervous. I really do. Especially Oreos. Because no one knows what's actually in those filling. And you know that it all comes from China. So you could probably be eating recycled whatever. Just leave it at that. But Walmart is introducing the newest exclusive Oreo flavor for 2017 this week. It's cookies and cream Oreos. An Oreo cookie that tastes like an Oreo cookie. Technically, it's an Oreo cookie that tastes like an Oreo cookie. Imagine that. Technically, it's an Oreo with cookies and cream filling. Although, as we know it, cookie and cream is nothing more than crumbled up Oreos. The cookie and cream Oreos have been available before, but this year they are exclusive at Walmart. All right. So isn't that like animal eating animals, eating itself? I don't know. Crazy. International news, talk about flying safe. I think the theme today is airline flying. Nepal's only international airport was briefly shut down Monday after a leopard was spotted on the runway. Tawatan International Airport, located in Kathmandu, Nepal's capital, was closed Monday morning as soon as the animal was spotted on the runway. Flights resumed after the shutdown that lasted about a half an hour. The search for the animal, believed to be hiding in a storm drain, was continuing. Yeah. Having a leopard, I'm reading some of the tweets here. This is funny. Having a leopard at the airport is even scarier than landing by Harrison Ford. Oh, man. Yeah, well, yeah, the good news about having the fact that there was a leopard, there was no birds in the area. There was no birds. Leopard gets rid of the birds. Here's aspirations for you. A man wants to cycle around the world in 80 days. That's right. You got some time to kill? Yeah, get your bike. Go for a little ride. Yeah, I want to walk around the world for 80 days, right? No, but British endurance athlete will attempt to bicycle around the world 18,000 miles in 80 days. Mike Beaumont is aiming to beat the current record of 123 days by cycling 240 miles a day. His plan is to spend 75 days in the saddle, leaving 3 days for flights and a couple of contingency days in case something goes wrong. Really? You think? I wonder what route he's going to take if he's going to go through the Middle East. He might want to add a couple years. Stuff. Beaumont said that he was dreaming of it for years. He said, I would love for this journey to give people the confidence to take on whatever they are capable of. For young people in particular, to stop and think, what's my 80 days? There you go. There you go. You really think young people are going to stop and think, oh, what am I doing for 80 days? I don't know. President Trump is, I think this is his 80th day. Talk about 80 days. Now, this is kind of crazy, but we live in an odd world, a very odd world. Chinese engineers married a robot he created after failing to find a human spouse. Xing Jia, 31, an artificial intelligence expert who designs and creates robots in Hangzhou, created the female robot, which is named Yang Ying. He said it can identify Chinese characters and images and even say a few simple words. Xing married his creation in a simple ceremony on Friday. Witnesses to the event were Xing's mother and his friends. One of his friends told the local newspaper that Xing had grown frustrated after failing to find a girlfriend. Xing plans to upgrade his robot wife to enable her to walk and even help out with the household chores. Now, look, dude, there's a reason why you can't find a real girlfriend. And it probably has something to do with your fake girlfriend. You need to, I don't know, stop playing with the robots. But then, you know, some of the friends and family said she's a real doll. She's a real doll. So reading the replies. So I wonder if they registered at Radio Shack for wedding gifts. And, yeah, and you really got to think about this. I mean, there's 1.3 billion people. I mean, Honey Boo Boo. I mean, there is someone out there for everybody. There's 1.3 billion people in China. And he couldn't find a girl. This dude must be just whacked. You know, I don't know. We've lost our minds. Talk about weddings. Here you go. The old Dalton nature. But a couple stuck together during sex. Yeah, an adulterous couple became stuck together during their tryst in a hotel room in Kenya. The couple had been having sex at a hotel called Explore Inn when a man found he was unable to separate from his married lover. A video captured the humiliating couple, still naked and stuck together, being paraded through the streets wrapped in sheets on a wooden cart, presumably on the way to the doctor. Kenyan medical speculated that the woman's husband had used a Magnon potion designed to